Holy shit. Woo-hoo! Oh man, that was a good death battle. I feel satisfied after that. Oh, Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers is definitely my favorite death battle of all. It's already my favorite now. It's already my favorite death battle of all time. Freaking love that. Oh man. Oh, that got satisfaction shit on me. Oh man, I love this death battle so much. Alright, so my review on this. Alright, let's talk about my review on this. Alright, so since I just watched Death Battle Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers recently now. So I just doing this right now and I'm reviewing it right now. So okay, so first off at the beginning, I like how the Death Battle crew they set this up in a camp at night where they literally just doing like a Friday 13th thing where they camp around and talk about Jason Voorhees story and everything. I really like how they did that. I like how the crew. I like how the Death Battle crew are here, like Jesselyn and Dummy and the Ringmaster, and Wiz is like talking about the Jason Voorhees story and Mike. The telling what's wrong with me today? I can't speak. Like how Boomstick talk about the story of Jason Voorhees and Wiz talking about the story of Michael Myers. Like they both they're both doing introductions for them, and then let's talk about Jason's analysis. Pretty good, pretty good, and it had some good jokes in it, but there's one thing that they actually lacked in analysis is that Jason and Michael's their strength, their feats of strength. They never talked about Jason's superhuman strength and durability and high pain tolerance and cunning and feral rage and everything. They never talked about that. They never put it on Jason's abilities there, even though and Michael's abilities as well. They never really talked about that. I like the fact where they both arguing that Jason can teleport, but they nod. Jason was athletic, and he just appears out of nowhere. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but Wiz said that he's athletic or something. But Boomstick could just clearly tell that it's teleportation that he used. I had a rough time thinking if Jason can actually teleport and throughout the course of the movies. So one thing I really did not know how they actually showed up in the Friday 13 comics. They literally showed Jason fighting Uber Jason, and I thought they're gonna use that against Michael if he would have a chance in a fight, if that would allow. But no, to stick in a hand-to-hand combat, with just the normal selves with no upgrades on him Uber Jason from Jason X, and it literally showed the comic of normal Jason for attacking Uber Jason. They both fought each other. It's normal Jason fighting against Uber Jason. I did not even know that. Nobody ever told me it was like that. Nobody ever told me. Yes, they did show the Freddy, and yes, they did fought Leatherface. Jason did fight Leatherface in the comic, which I didn't know that actually there was, because I thought, are they both of the worlds of Friday 13 and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, are they both connected? I don't know, but it's nice to see Jason fighting against Leatherface in that comic though. I wish I want to see that comic one day. And of course fought Freddy and I did not expect it, which I thought both together, is Ash Williams from the Evil Dead. There was a comic of Freddy versus Jason versus Ash, but then Jason fought Freddy and Ash Williams and Leatherface, and he's Uber cells, which I did not even know. All right, onto Michael's analysis. I didn't know I didn't know the Halloween actually have comics though. I didn't know they had. And I like how they talk about that he's like a little pure evil who literally like simply exists here to kill, which I thought it was actually pretty cool. Now, onto the no, that's it for my analysis though. They're both like for the analysis of for these two badasses is that they kind of lack like feats of strength to talk about abilities though, which I thought they not which I thought they gonna show it, but they somehow didn't. And I forgot how I describe this death battle. It's literally it's a battle of a two immortal mask wearing silent slashers who's ready to slash each other up and silence each other up. I forgot to describe that. I forgot to say that at the beginning. Literally forgot that. All right, now on to the fight. Holy shit! Was it awesome? Well, I knew it was gonna be a 3D animation at that point, and I thought, but most people thought that it was gonna be a live action death battle, which I tend to disagree because it's gonna make the death when it comes to live action death battles, they make the death look lame and less gory, right? Because it's live action, nothing can make it good. Well, live action is mostly used for Marvel and DC anyway. It's mostly used for that, and the two deaths for Marvel and DC match up on the live action death battles are pretty lame as fuck. Fuck, good God, they were pretty bad. I think Deadpool's death was worse than Red Hood's death, and for the 3D animation. The 3D animation is kind of awkward at times because I like how they actually set it up. I really love how they set it up where they open up with Camilla Voorhees' voice telling Jason that he could go after that girl named Alex, I think, where they're like two teens in this place that they're like Alex and Sam, and they both running away from the killers to try to find each other. And then Alex, she's like really full of blood for some reason, and she gets encountered by Michael Myers, and she encountered by Michael, and then kills her off. And then Jason finds Alex where I think he would actually, which I think he was actually supposed to target her, but he finds her dead for some reason, and all of a sudden Michael's behind him, and then stabs him in the back, and this is where the fight begins. I gotta say, the 3D animation of them fighting is pretty awesome. I like how they both fight. But first I want to talk about is the design. Alright, so the design of Jason, I like Jason's design, and I think that's the one from Friday the 13th Part 3, and I like the design, but I thought they could go with the 2003 design from Freddy vs. Jason design, the one from 2003. I thought they could go for that because that's the iconic look of Jason. That's the iconic look. It's a pretty iconic design, which I thought they could go for it. But I'm okay with they going with anyway. I'm okay with they go with and when we get to the shot of Sam running away, but here's the thing I wanted to mention about Sam's design. Good God, his face looked damn ugly when he's like this. I don't want to find out that people gonna review say the 3D animation looked kind of bad. I don't want to find out about it. I don't want to say it's bad because I don't want to say it's a good episode of Death Battle, but I don't want to get any people say that this animation is bad. So that the animation is just kind of awkward. So that what we and I think I've forgotten the rest of the where that goes. I like the how Michael just grabs Jason and then stabs him and pinned him to the tree, just like the callback reference to the first film, the first Halloween film, of how that kind of kill where he pinned the Bob into the wall, and then he stabs him, he pinned him, lift him up. That's the iconic kill right here. I like how they did that. And he thought that Jason was dead at first, but then it's this death battle was kind of hard to see because it takes place at night. I don't know I don't know what place it was. I think it was the forest, but it just takes place in on a ran on a random night, on a random forest at night. I think that's how they go, but I think that's how they actually go with it, and I think it fits. So yeah, when we cut to the part where Sam drives on a car, then he gets crashed or stopped, and then he gets grabbed by Jason, and then he chokes him, but Michael stabs him back again. And I think we cut to another part where Sam hides behind the gravestone, and then Jason stabs through the gravestone into Alex's chest or throat. And I think it is a cool part where Michael has the double-sided axe and he tried to attack Jason, but then he grabs it and throws it. And Michael just grabbed the gravestone and smacked him on his head. And I like the part where Jason can hear Pamilla's voice when he sees her head, sees a pumpkin that turns into a head. Turns into his mother's head, and then we cut to her stone in her head, and then sees Jason's eyes, and then he's killer. And then let's talk about and then he just kills him. All right, so we're now. I don't know what's up with me today. I can't speak today. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how I speak perfectly. I tried, but I sound pretty awkward when I suck at grammar. So onto Michael's death. Onto the death. Yeah, I expected Michael to die from there. And good God, the death was pretty graphic. He just grabbed an axe, and then he just stabbed him into the head, and then ripped it off his head, and then he smashed his axe with Michael's head on it, and destroyed it into the grave. Now that was actually a really creative death I've ever seen. Believe it or not, I think it's a reference to the Halloween age 20 years later, where Laurie, she chops off Michael's head, and like Boomstick said, he won't be coming back to life this time when he gets his head chopped off here. So that's all I have to say about the Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers, the death battle review. This death battle is amazing, 10 out of 10. I love this episode, and I really love this season too. I hope it's like one of the best episodes in this season. I hope that this is the best episode of the entire season. So, my review is going on for too long. It's going on for 14 minutes now. So I'll see you guys later here for now.